The rematch between Fly and Sock. They're facing off again in the lower bracket. They already played earlier in the first round in the upper bracket, where Fly got the 2-0 victory. Sock has another chance here though, and has been looking better throughout the day. When we saw him playing against Lin, he was certainly playing pretty damn well. So far we only have a single Korean in the top 8, that is Lowerbracket. Sock hoping to be the second one. We're starting off on Concealed, which is kind of the Orc map. Like, this is the map that Orc is supposed to win, and will oftentimes be the Orc counterpick choice. But we're seeing it here as the first one. If Sock should manage to win here, this would bode very, very well for his best of 3 in the decision match. Fly was playing very aggressively earlier on, was playing with a lot of Farseer TC. Obviously it has to be Farseer plus TC, but also with Shaman, with Lightning Shields, with Stomp. And looking for hero kills. All the time looking for hero kills. Looking for creep jacks, looking for damage. Fly is looking pretty aggressive here today. Against Lowerbracket, that was not the case. Lowerbracket just was in full control of the match, of their match in the upper bracket final. But it's a different matchup, it's a completely different story. So this should certainly be looking like a very different game indeed. AM's of course going to be starting off with creeping and walls off the main. Nowadays we see a lot of humans not walling off the mains anymore, but here it is done so once again. Question is Lin going to start off with creeping? We have seen him play mostly aggressively with no creeping at all. If he does, I would like to see the Farseer spawning the wolves and one walking down here and the other one's up here. Okay, he's going in the direction of the green camp right away. Is he actually going to creep this? Or does he just want to run this path in case the AM runs down here? Alright. Wants to creep this actually, so no hyper aggression right away. Oh, AM manages to run past the Farseer. Up on the high ground. Farseer didn't see him because there's a hill up here. A high ground that you can't see up to. And now Sock is gladly gonna creep this camp over here. Yeah, this is valuable experience. This is really, really a valuable experience. And that is the level 2 for the AM. And another Gloves of Haste. Really high attack speed now on the hero. It's dangerous to go in with the Grunt, because the Trapper got the end snare ready. One more kill. And another kill. There's the end snare, but all the experience goes to Sock. Good early game for him here so far. Militia, moving out in the meantime, can creep up the turtles without much problem. So far so good, but he wants more than just level 2.5. Sock wants level 3. Green camps are usually the place to go for this. Green camp here, green camp here. Green camp over here. Fly. Looking to cover these positions, but there's also a green camp here. This is why this map early can still be pretty good for the AM, because there's so many green camps sprinkled across the map. So I'm surprised to not see Sock attempting one of the greens. Like, he could have summoned one water elemental plus footies over here, and then AM runs over here, tries to creep this. But he doesn't do it. Alright, here we go now. If the Farseer gets the last hit steals again, this would once again be a big play. But he doesn't get the big one. And that's almost level 3 now for the AM. Targeting the wolves. Oh, nice micro by Fly. Saves the wolf. Oh my god. The Grunt. That would be a massive kill. There's no speed scroll to help keep the grunt alive. Oh, there's an ensnare and last hit. Oof. Wait, did Fly get it? I think he got it. And the grunt, not quite big enough to easily surround right there. So once again, AM is not quite level 3. He's so close, but he's not quite there yet. Tier 2 is done for Fly with a shop in the back. I'm always a fan of this. And the TC on the way. Human tech is really, really close, actually. Normally we see the human tech quite far behind. But this one is very close indeed. Oh my god, the Farseer gets the last hit steal again. How many of these has Fly gotten today? This is ridiculous. Again, this would have been level 3 AM. Dude, these last hit steals are such a big deal. It's insane. TC coming out. Heal selves. Ready to creep. What's he gonna creep though is the question. Grunt healing at the fountain. That's also very nice. And here we go. This will finally be level 3 AM. But it took quite some time. And the TC is pretty tanky, can creep that camp fairly well, especially with the other grunts coming in. It's going to be a nice jump start to level 2 right away. We mostly saw Stomp today for the TCs, not too much Shockwave. Stomp nowadays seems to be the better skill.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, AM is on the way. Ready with the Water Elementals to put on some pressure. TC with a Crystal Ball. Looking over here, but there's nothing going on there. Oh, TC with the Stomp. Purge as well. It should be an easy surround on the AM. Opens it up again. Oh, miss Micro with the Grunt. That was not necessary. Trying to surround him here. Oh, and the Stomp misses as well. And the AM slips out, but there's another Purge. Stormbolt to control the Shaman to prevent the Purge. Oh, and this is pretty problematic right now for Fly. He's gonna lose that Shaman. And Sorcerers are coming in. Not double Priest this time, but Priest plus Sorc to have slow instantly. Clarity on the MK. Oh, not getting cancelled. The Shaman, can he get out one Purge? He does, at least, before he dies. 2 slows coming out. Or was it only 1? No, I think 2. So the Sorcerer is now also pretty much dry. But good kills for Sock. And the expansion cancelled early on. Missing that surround was really, really painful. Oh my god, look at the MK experience. Wow. That shows you how much he killed right there. We have 2 Purges at the moment. Enough to get rid of Water Elementals. But not enough to look aggressively for kills, probably. Militia on the way. Sok is expecting a full-blown engagement here in a moment. And he may be correct. Aggressive Purge on the Priest doesn't do much. Water Elementals being attacked next. Oh, man. But this is not a good start to the fight. The Farseer is almost surrounded. Gets Stormbolted and dies! Wasn't expecting the next Stormbolt to come in. Uh-oh. Trying to surround the AM. He needs to get the surround, but he doesn't. AM slips out. Another TC in trouble. Stormbolt, is it ready? Not yet, but it might not even be required. The TC dies as well. That looks like game. Another kill. Oh, that's a nice surround on the AM. But with the Priest heal, it might not quite be good enough. Yeah, he fights his way out. Ouch! And now Slow's kicking in. That's gonna be at the very least one more grunt kill. GG. Wow! Sock with a very strong performance right there. And Fly just with a few mistakes. He did a good job delaying the AM level 3 as long as he did. I think the big mistake there was not bringing the grunts to the creep quickly enough. He was healing them up at the fountain, but he should have brought them earlier to speed up the creeping of the natural. And then everything could have been different. Next map choice lies with Fly. And as we said earlier, like this is supposed to be the orc map. Concealed is supposed to go to the orc player. That's not good. Last refuge for map 2. And we're not wasting any time. Fly was looking so good earlier, but somehow it seems to be slipping away from him. Last refuge. This map, very different from Concealed, obviously. Doesn't have fountains to rely on, but also doesn't give the AM an easy level 3, normally. I'm kind of expecting a Blade Master. But then again, Fly has been exclusively Farseer in this matchup for a while now. In his most dire of situations, does he fall back on the blade? Yes, he does. I thought so. This is, of course, a good Blade Master map. And perhaps humans nowadays are not too used to playing against the Blade Master anymore. If the Blade plays very aggressively, goes for Circlet, and then is in the human's face right away, it's going to be very tough for the AM to find decent amounts of creeps. So I was going for the new school Rock Golem pull to just go for the Shadow Priest. There we can see it. Peasant is coming in. Shadow Priest, and that's all he wants. And this is designed to have Dispel against the wolves from the Farseer. Creeps put in a little bit of damage, but not too much. Did the footy see the Blade Master? I'm not certain. But he's going to find it out soon. There's no question about that. Typical Blade Master camp, going for the High Priest right away. And replenishment. Very nice for him, considering that he doesn't have healing any other way for the time being. As the shop is only coming up now. One borrowed tech. So very fast The militia pull does slow down the tech a little bit. And the High Priest is just standing in the main. Fly with a second circlet. Heavy investment on the Blade Master early. And outstanding grunt scouting. Tells him what's going on. And the Blade is just following around the AM. Oh. Gets a cheeky swing in right there. This map, it's much harder for humans to spread themselves out and look for militia creeps and stuff. Militia could theoretically creep this, but it's so weird to do and not really efficient and can be punished really hard. And the other camps are all kind of hard. So it's much easier for the orc to keep track and to deny creeping as much as possible. This is the case for orc versus human, also orc versus night elf, where an aggressive level 1 Blade Master can slow down the enemy hero timing quite immensely. And again, the Grunt Scout. Always with the right position. Footies are by themselves over here. But they're not really doing anything. Oh, Blade sees the AM. And it's going to follow him. We do have boots now on the Archmage, so he's very fast. And this is the typical creep follow-up. To take out the remainder of the camp that the Blade Master left. And I think he needs both creeps for level 2. Yes, he does. Fly should know this, so Fly should try to prioritize getting the last hit steal. Oh, but he's a little bit late with the Blade Master. He's too late with the Blade. Oh, no, he gets it! The second grunt hit gets the last hit. And that's a big deal. And this is what I was talking about. A lot of the humans aren't so used to playing against Blade Master anymore. And this is what this game is looking like. Like the AM could have summoned more Water Elementals. And then Furious could have been creeping here with 1 Water Elementals. The AM only over here. To make sure he gets that level up. But Fly's Blade Master control is quite something here. Really, really good. And now tier 2 is finished. It is the TC second. TC Raider Walker. We are seeing this a little bit more nowadays. It's still rare though. Blade getting close to level 2. Of course, if you get the heroes to high level, Blade TC is certainly stronger than Farseer TC. But it's hard to keep alive. TC and Blade Master both will always be in the middle of the fray, exposed. And Stormbolt plus Focus can be a great danger to them. Level 2 AM coming in for the harass. Blade Master is close by though. Is he going to use the Windwalk to ensure he gets the last hit here? Perhaps he will. Early Wind Rider. That's pretty cool. Doesn't want to get it ensnared though. That would be a bit of a disaster. And here comes the first Walker as well. With Spirit Link, this makes this Orc army a whole lot stronger now. Blade Master gets the item. The Gloves of Haste and of course more experience. And this is pretty cool. Militia call out for the MK to solo level the Merchant. That's rare to see. Another pair of Gloves of Haste. Even more attack speed for the Blade Master. I was expecting the invul here on the MK, but no. Sock is saving the resources. He's got 500 gold there for a moment. Going for more Sorks, obviously. That's always the go-to against Orc. Item is the Lionhorn of Stormwind. Very good. helps Fly with survivability.
A player's forces are under attack.
Early game can be pretty tough for human oftentimes on LR when they don't get their levels. But on tier 2, when you have the militia support and you're creeping, it's really nice because MK can grab 3 valuable camps pretty easily with the help of militia. Costs some lumber, of course, but tier 2 human is not really lumber intensive once the sanctums are up.
A player's forces are under attack.
TC's level 3 now. Blade Master's close to level 3. There's 1 heal scroll, double speed scroll. Looks like this will be the perfect time to fight for Fly. Or perhaps to drop. Creeping up the lab, a Zeppelin could be an option. Is he gonna use Stomp here against the creeps? No. He's gonna hold on to the mana. He only has 3 Stomps. Ankh isn't too bad either. Again, helping with survivability. In the meantime, MK will be reaching level 3. Items for him also pretty nice. AM finally level 3 himself. Well, TP forced really quickly. Blade does get that kill on the breaker, but the Wind Rider is taken out right away. TC looking for the Storm. Gets a big one right there into the casters in the back. But no follow-up damage. Again, we saw this issue before. Another Storm from the TC. Looking nice. Oh, and AM. He's the weakness. He's by far the weakest or the most valuable target that he can go for. MK doesn't even use the Stormbolt, though. He has the mana potion, by the way. Could use it on the TC. He's tanky. Can he get the surround? Oh, that sticks. I didn't think that would stick, but it does. Sok gets another hero kill. Well, in this game, it's his first hero kill. Oh. And gets the Raider as well. That's getting him closer to level 4. He's got the level 2 clap. Only level 1 Stormbolt so far, but this might change. And AM level 4 is also really close now. Oh, he gets another one! The boots on the MK here, so good to find these chase down kills. So what to do now for Fly? He is in a very bad position. And he's behind 1-0 already. He's with his back against the ropes. Oh my god. Sok, what a star sense to expect this creep camp up here. I mean, it's the most logical thing that the opponent can go for. MK doesn't get the last hit, but he may get the bigger thing, which might be the TC. He kills him again. That is the level 4 now for the Mountain King. He has to get the AM kill. Fly needs to get this AM kill, and he almost gets it. Forces the TP out. Decent recovery. But the TC died. Wind Rider fell as well, so that's easily worth a TP, of course. AM now also level 4, by the way.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade inventory is looking good. But can he do this? Can this be the one-man Blade Master show? Normally that only works when he's backed up by a heal wave. And that's not the case here.
Forces are under attack.
8 ready for the steal. Wait, that's gonna cost him the big invul. He doesn't even have the time! Did he forget about the 2-second cooldown on Windwalk nowadays? Oh, perhaps he did. That's a yikes. In the meantime, expansion coming up. Sock is looking large and in charge. Trying to go for the MK kill, but with Spirit Link, with Invul, he's very tanky. Clap again, good damage in an AoE here. TC in trouble once more. Is he actually gonna die? No speed scroll. And the TC falls. GG 2-0 for Sock. Eliminates Fly, the last orc. And that's the second Korean, making it into the top 8.